Word problems for some reason completely confuse children. They understand the mechanics, so they can add, they can multiply, they can subtract. But the minute it's put in the phraseology which involves English, it tends to be a bit of a problem. At second school, we use a 5-step problem solving approach. At the first step, we state the goal. The goal is what is the problem supposed to achieve. The second step is to extract from the problem the appropriate information. The third is to visualize the problem, or actually to draw it out physically, and I'll show you how that works in a minute. The next is to apply the appropriate mathematical expression, and finally check for reasonableness. So let's try and apply all of this to a word problem. Sarita is meant to run for 50 meters, where they're supposed to hand over a baton to Vishnu. Vishnu has to run the next 50 meters. But these are little toddlers. So Sarita starts out fine, runs her 50 meters. Vishnu, instead of running in the same direction, runs in the opposite direction for 10 meters. The question is, how much does Vishnu still have to run to be able to reach the end? Step 1. What's the goal? The goal in this case is to find out how far Vishnu has to run. What is the appropriate information? The appropriate information here is 50 meters that the first child has to run, 50 meters that Vishnu has to run, and finally the fact that Vishnu runs back 10 meters. So there are 3 bits of information: 50 meters, 50 meters and minus 10 meters. So those are the 3 pieces of information. Now let's look at visualizing the problem. To visualize the problem, simply use a straight line. The first child is meant to run 50 meters. Vishnu is meant to run another 50 meters. So the first child comes here. Vishnu now goes back here, minus 10. Now they have to run all of this, and this is what we have to find out. So if I represent all of this on a line, it suddenly makes it a lot easier to understand. So visualization is not a complicated process. It is just a simple way of being able to draw things out. Why is this important? It's vital that a child is able to see in their heads what a solution should be, and they should be able to see it almost like a picture. Once they've done that, then they have to apply the appropriate mathematical expression. In this particular case, we know that this much is 50. We have to add another 10 to get 60. So the mathematical expression in this particular case was not very difficult to do. And finally, you have to check the answer for reasonableness. Now in this particular problem, reasonableness is not a problem because we are looking at a nice number like 60 meters, and the way I've drawn it, it's fairly apparent that it has to be 60 meters. But very often in applying formulae, a child may actually come up with a number which is maybe minus, a negative number, which is not possible at all because we've only asked how far does Vishnu have to run. It's also possible that the child comes up with a number more than 100, which is also not reasonable because the total distance that has to be run is 100. So when children test for reasonableness or just ask themselves what is reasonable, suddenly it makes it a lot clearer that they've actually solved a normal problem and not just applied a mathematical formula, which is critical in all of this. So again, coming back, we have a 5-step method, and I would recommend that you share this with your children and use it the best way you can.